Skip, there's a lot of times when you go, this may be before your time,
You always do that.
are you just under the belief that people don't know anything prior to the year they were born? Yes,
love
I
that,
am.
because I
am.
always
She
I always
she
call him on that. I always say to
chastises
him,
me.
"Why don't you think that people know something just because somebody is younger? They have a history in their head of they know things." He says, "No, they don't know that. No, if you're not that old, you don't know. You don't know
I know,
music.
but
You don't this. You know."
I
I call him on that
I
all the
know, but
time. So
I
thank
work
you, Jack.
around.
I appreciate it.
Okay,
I
I
don't
don't,
understand
Jack.
him.
I don't appreciate it because it's
I
not true.
appreciate it because it is
Because I'm
true.
right about this.
You know,
Because for many years I've worked around 20 somethings. It's almost like the school teacher who keeps teaching the
yeah.
class
So
that stays the
what?
same age, and so the teacher ages, but the kids all stay 18 or
Right,
whatever they
but that's a
are.
twilight zone.
Okay, no, it isn't. That's what happens to every school teacher. The kids come every year, and they're the same age, and you get a year
Right.
older.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
but my point is, I'm working even as we speak with several 20 somethings.
Right.
Okay, and I bring up something, and they look at me like, huh?
But that's them. There
Okay.
are people like when I was 20 something, I knew all about past
Okay.
stuff, movies, TV stars, music. I'm an old soul
She
and
is the oldest soul.
I read a whole lot. I read tons of stuff
Okay.
every day. So don't you think there's more than just me
Okay.
out there who does that?
Okay, one reason you and I get along is because whatever I know, and I'm 10 years older,
Yeah.
10 and sometimes 11, but it
Right.
keeps going back
But
and
I
forth.
know
But
beyond you.
okay, she knows before me
Yeah, I do.
because it's in her soul. That's who she is.
Yeah.
Okay, so that makes it easier for us because she's teaching me things about Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers that
Right.
I had no idea
So
about.
I know about
Okay.
them. I'm sure somebody else out there knows about Fred Astaire that's watching this podcast.
What I've always said when I'm speaking to groups of kids is that when I was growing up, I wanted to know everything I could about Babe Ruth because he
Right.
was a legend. He was the greatest baseball player ever because he hit home runs and he was a pitcher early in his
Right.
career when he was in Boston.
He's a legend.
Okay, so he's become such a legend. They named a candy bar after
Right.
Baby Ruth after Babe
I
Ruth.
love Babe Ruths.
You like them?
I love those candy bars.
They're kind of
nuggety.
nougaty.
Yeah, they're good. So I
They're
haven't
kind
had
of
one in a
hard
while,
to.
but I do like.
It's like
But-
Hazel gets a hold of something. She's like,
Yeah, but they're good. So he was a
Hard to
legend. They
chew.
named a candy bar after him.
Okay, but when I was 5, 6, 7 years old, I was a voracious reader. So I'm reading every biography I can get my hands on of Babe Ruth because I want to know, oh, he grew up in Baltimore and the row houses in Baltimore.
Yeah.
And then he went to a Catholic school. And how did he get his first break?
Right.
And what happened? What
But it's
propelled
even
him?
easier today for people just to look up online things. And so I read everything and I find out about every aspect of pop culture and music and film and acting
She
and
does.
architecture and whatever it is. So it's so easy. So I'm not the only person that looks online. I'm sure other people do too. And they know stuff before their time, you know.
I'm
I think that
constantly-
he's right.
I'm constantly warning you, oh, don't go there when we're talking to our audience because
Right.
you're going to lose everybody.
But I don't believe that. I think people out there understand what I'm saying, even if they're younger. They're not just like programmed just to know, okay, I only know what's happening in today's world. I know nothing from the past.
But a lot of 20-somethings barely, they know of the Beatles. They don't know the Beatles. They don't know anything about them or what
I
they
don't know,
sounded like.
but if you go to, I hate to say the mall, or walk in Beverly Hills or walk in New York City, there are kids that are 17 years old wearing a Beatles T-shirt.
Because
They
their
do know who they
parents,
are.
probably.
Yeah, it's parents, and also because in school and everywhere, it is everywhere.
Okay.